Man created this technology and God created man.
Man discovered the technology. They didn't create the technology.
Okay, and what's the difference?
The difference, the ability was always there.
Okay.
It's like Christopher Columbus. He didn't create the new world.
Okay.
He discovered the new world. It was there.
I like that.
And he came across it.
I like that.
And so, yes, man discovered this new technology. Yes, it is quite a
Hot topic.
and I believe that we're going to have some really good insight. And more than anything, I believe the Lord is going to reveal we're going to break up some strongholds and religious thinking and bring about some truth. And it's like, okay, God, I've given you my quota, my quota of time for the week. I am about my own business. See you later. See you next week.
Is Christianity a mere set of religious rituals and doctrines, or does it encompass something deeper? A kingdom with its own laws, principles, values, culture, and dynamic. I'm thrilled to have you join us today as we dive into a topic that sparks curiosity and contemplation.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Wifey, where we bring you kingdom principles for kingdom living. Last week was powerful. We are tackling a topic. Is AI going to be?
This topic is hot.
You're going to be the death of the church or what? Okay? And we left off at what the possibilities of AI. It's endless. But so are the potential pitfalls. The church must approach AI with caution. Ensure that any use of AI aligns with biblical principles and teachings of Christ.
So will AI replace the church? Now, the big question, will AI be the end of the Christian church? While AI can assist in spreading the gospel and providing resources, it's important to remember that the church is not just about information. It's about relationships. The Christian faith is rooted in community, fellowship, personal connection things. Things that AI cannot replicate.
The Bible teaches us in Hebrews 10:24 through 25, and it reads, "And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." This verse highlights the importance of gathering together as believers, something that cannot be replaced by AI or digital platforms. Now, here's what's amazing, right? I was doing some research about a church in the 1920s that this pastor, this church built a church that was worth like $500,000 in the 1920s.
Wow.
And this pastor had his aging mother at home, who she wasn't bedridden, but she couldn't leave the house. And she was heart-stricken because she couldn't hear his messages. So he built a radio station, bought her a radio, and broadcast his messages into the home.
Okay.
That church then became popular for all of their members having radios and the message being broadcast in there. And everybody's thought was, oh, we hope people can stop coming to church. Okay? Eventually, the church expanded, radio stations expanded, but one of the things that everybody talked about was coming together. That us following what Hebrews talk about there in that passage, not neglecting the fellowship with one another. That's a command that God has given us. And it's the same thing about the internet. When the internet launched in, I think it was like 1994, and the chat rooms opened and the first internet church happened, people go out and start meeting in chat rooms and stuff, and they started having services and visuals and all these different things. And more people started going to church online. But again, the Holy Spirit is a serious thing. When he starts to move, he wants to gather. You know what stirred that up and got that somewhat slowed it down? One lady who was she celebrated her 100th birthday. She couldn't get out, and she literally spent 100 days telling her story over this internet church chat room. Okay. When she died, it was so impactful because this group had about 20,000, 40,000 of them, between 20 to 40,000, the article that I read of them. They needed to come together. And eventually, a lot of those companies died. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a company called Angel Fire that used to allow you to build websites for free. That was designed by an internet church system for people to put the gospel and stuff on there. There's so many different technologies that have come about that we thought might have set us aside, or pushed us to the curve. But at the end of the day, I think one of the things we have to remember is the Holy Spirit.
Yes, and again, we are, like you said, we are called, and Hebrews talks about it, we are called to community and to fellowship. And there's nothing that can replace that personal interaction. Our faith is about a personal relationship with Christ. Moreover, spiritual growth and discipleship involve personal mentorship and guidance. AI might be able to provide information, but it can't provide the wisdom and experience of a seasoned believer who walks alongside you in your faith journey.
So while AI is an incredible tool, it's not a substitute for the human element of faith and love, community, and personal connection. The church has survived and thrived through countless technology changes over the centuries, and AI is just the latest challenge. With wisdom and discernment, the church can harness AI for good without losing sight of its core mission.
What should the church do? What should we do? So, what should the church do in the face of AI's rise? Number one, be educated and equipped.
Yes.
The church should educate its members about AI, both its benefits and its risks.
Yes.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge applied is power. And by understanding AI, the church can make informed decisions about how to use it. How to use it.
And that's so very important. A lot of us trying to jump online with the internet right now to protect our kids. We were supposed to be on from it came out, so we know exactly what it was about. So our kids ain't teaching us.
Right, and we should have been on there creating programs that and exciting programs that attracted our kids
exactly
to the truth.
Developing ethical guidelines. The church should develop ethical guidelines for AI use that align with Christian values. This includes ensuring that AI respects human dignity, promotes justice, and supports the church's mission.
Right. We should foster community. As AI becomes more prevalent, the church should double down on fostering real, authentic community. Encourage fellowship, small groups, personal discipleship. These are the things that AI cannot replace.
The church should embrace AI where it can enhance its mission, such as global evangelism, translation of work, or even pastoral care through AI-driven tools, but always with caution and discernment.
The future of the church is not in jeopardy because of our AI. Instead, the church has the opportunity to use AI as a tool to further God's kingdom. Because Jesus said, on this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. And we're not calling AI the gates of hell, but I'm just saying to the extent that anything would try to dismantle the church, it will not prevail.
Of course not.
And so, but we must instead, as a church, see the opportunity to use AI as a tool to further God's kingdom.
And one of the things I guess I want to put here are just some ways we can do that.
Okay.
There are, I don't know if you've prepared messages before. You know how long it takes to study for a message, to put all of the pieces together, to wrote out all of your concordance and your different books that you utilize.
Well, I enjoy
I know you
process.
enjoy that. I know you enjoy that, and I know some other ministers enjoy that. But that process for a lot of people takes a lot of time. Now, as simple as the Holy Spirit giving you something to bring to the people, the research can happen very quickly once you know the questions to ask. That's one of the ways AI can help.
Okay.
Another way AI can help is communication. And what do I mean by communication? We, as a people, bombard our leaders in the church with some questions that they answer 1,000 times a month. Literally. These ain't questions you need the Holy Spirit for. These are questions that new believers or mature believers don't know.
Okay.
My prediction is there are going to be systems where the church leadership will say, if you have a question, okay, go to our website and click the button and we'll have an answer for you. Somebody will be there waiting to answer your question. Okay? Technology like that will help. Then there's all of the books and ideas that a lot of us have had in the body that we wanted to birth forward. The days of waiting for those books to be written are over with.
Yeah.
Okay? Then there's us who wanted to make music but can't sing a lick. Okay? Those days are shortly over with because of the technology. The technology is going to enable us to do things quicker. You can have an idea and you're not sure about the idea. You now have a technology that you can run the idea by, and you don't have to worry about the technology taking your idea, and it will break it down to its microform.
Okay.
Cost, time, talent, everything that you would need to do an idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this technology is definitely, what I like about it puts everybody on a fair playing field if it's used correctly and if you seize the opportunity with it. The church, for me, is one of those places that I believe if we seize the opportunity, we have an opportunity to get back the parts of the bodies that we've lost. Okay? Because for so long, you know what happens? Churches are dying globally. Because why? We look the same. We've been trying to do the same thing the same way. And I'm not talking about changing the message, but I'm talking about as simple as the old programs you've been handing out for the last 20 years. Right now, you could have a new design for a program every Sunday.
Okay.
Okay? If you go to Canva, right now it's integrating with AI. You could pull out a new program, and you got to work with them dead old program you've been hustling around with. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Us who got them logo, we got them church logo, them logos so old. They ain't get dust on it. They dry rotten. That's how old them logo is. You can utilize the technology now to freshen up your logo.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of ways in which we can utilize the technology. I saw a pastor, I was listening to on one of my favorite radio stations. This pastor's been in ministry. If I call his name, everybody knows him. He's been in ministry 50 years. He's done manuals, he's done books, he's done audio, he's preached more than I think his son said more than 10,000 messages. His ministry has helped millions of individuals, but he's now up in age. His son don't need to try and regurgitate what he has, because he just can put all of that into the system, feed the information, and now you have his information right there. You can ask him a question, and the technology would answer it the way he would answer it, because he already answered the question.
Okay. All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The technology has given us a way to really evangelize. You ever meet someone and you don't know where they're from? You don't know what their background is. They tell you they believe in something, you don't even know what that is. Man, nowadays you could go to your phone now with AI. You could put that information in, and it'll give you a full rundown of who you're about to talk to. We have so much. God has blessed us in this time. And remember what I started last episode with saying, this technology is still in its fetus stage.
Yes, you did say that.
Okay? It's just exploding. It's just getting there. So, as we wrap up today, in this episode, let's remember that the church has always adapted to new technologies, from radio to television, and now AI. While AI presents new challenges, it also offers new opportunity to spread the gospel and reach people in ways that previously unimaginable.
So, will AI be the end of the church? I don't think so.
Nope.
The church has survived and thrived through far greater challenges. With wisdom, discernment, and a commitment to Christ's teaching, the church will continue to be a beacon of hope in an increasingly digital world. Thank you for joining me today on Ask Wifey.
If you found this episode enlightening, please subscribe and share it with others who might be interested. Let's continue this conversation. How do you think AI will impact the church? And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay blessed and keep seeking the truth in every aspect of life.
The kingdom of heaven is here.